The story begins in the dense forests of Africa, where many chimpanzees are living their lives peacefully. But suddenly, hunters arrive there and capture a female chimpanzee, Bright Eyes, and take her with them. After that, we are shown a modern laboratory in San Francisco, where a brilliant scientist, Will Rodman, is busy finding a cure for a dangerous disease like Alzheimer's. He has developed a new drug, ALZ-112, which is tested on the same chimpanzee, Bright Eyes. The results are so surprising that Bright Eyes becomes many times more intelligent than ordinary monkeys. She solves the most difficult puzzles in a matter of seconds, much to everyone's surprise. But suddenly, everything changes. Bright Eyes becomes enraged, starts vandalizing the lab, and attacks everyone. Things get so bad that the security guards shoot her. Everyone thinks the drug has failed, so the company immediately decides to kill all the monkeys. But when Will visits the lab for the last time, he discovers a secret that changes everything. A tiny chimpanzee is hiding in Bright Eyes' cage. In reality, Bright Eyes wasn't attacking, she was just protecting her baby. Will doesn't leave the innocent baby to die, but secretly brings him home and names him Caesar. Time passes and Caesar starts to grow up, but soon Will realizes that Caesar is no ordinary monkey. He solves extremely difficult puzzles in a matter of moments, understands human speech, and even learns sign language. Will realizes that the effect of the medicine given to his mother had reached Caesar before birth, which is why he became possessor of extraordinary intelligence. On the other hand, Will's father, Charles, is getting weaker with each passing day due to Alzheimer's. Seeing this condition of his father, Will takes a huge risk and secretly administers the same medicine to his father. The next morning, a miracle occurs that is hard to believe. Charles's memory returns. He plays the piano, smiles, and for the first time in years, he starts making breakfast himself. Will's joy knows no bounds, because he feels that he has finally found a cure for Alzheimer's. After some time, Will take Caesar to a beautiful forest. As soon as the leash is released, Caesar quickly climbs the tall trees and sits at the top, looking out over the whole world. But at that moment, he realizes that he is neither a complete human nor an ordinary monkey. Years pass, and Caesar is now a full-grown man. One day, he asks Will in sign language, "Who am I?" Hearing this question, Will falls silent and finally tells him the whole truth about his mother and his birth. But here another problem arises. The effect of the medicine on Charles begins to wear off, and his illness returns. One day, they accidentally damage a neighbor's car, which the neighbor gets angry and starts rudely and pushing a sick old man. Caesar is watching the scene from a window. Seeing his grandfather in pain, his anger spirals out of control. He breaks the glass and jumps out, knocking the neighbor to the ground in a flash. If Charles hadn't stopped him, he would have killed him, although Caesar was only protecting his family. The law considers him a dangerous animal. Moments later, animal control arrives and, despite Will's repeated pleas, forcibly takes Caesar away. Caesar stares helplessly at Will, while Will promises to bring him back. But as the shelter door closes, a cruel guard electrocutes Caesar and humiliates him. In that moment, the innocent Caesar is changed forever, and a leader is born who will change the fate of the entire world and future. And now the story reaches a turning point, where an innocent monkey slowly starts to become a revolutionary leader. Caesar's imprisoned in a primate shelter, where fear, cruelty, and helplessness reign everywhere. There are already several chimpanzees, orangutans, and a powerful gorilla here. As soon as Caesar steps inside, the most powerful chimpanzee there attacks him with rocket. He knocks Caesar down hard and humiliates him in front of everyone. All the monkeys watch the scene in silence, while Caesar sits in a corner, injured. But Caesar was not like the other monkeys. He knew that war is not won by strength alone. Instead, the whole world can be changed by intelligence. During this time, he meets an old and very wise orangutan, Maurice. When Caesar speaks to him in sign language, Maurice is amazed because he has never seen an ape understand human language like this before. Maurice tells Caesar that humans will never consider apes to be equal. These words sink into Caesar's heart. That night, Caesar silently examines the entire shelter. He carefully observes every door, every lock, and the habits of each guard. Finally, he gets his chance. The guard is sitting drunk and unaware, and Caesar uses his intelligence to quietly get out of the cage. But the surprising thing is, instead of escaping himself, he first goes to the cage of a terrifying gorilla, Buck. Caesar slowly opens its door. The gorilla looks at Caesar for a few moments, and then silently stands next to him. Now Caesar is in front of Rocket again. A fierce battle ensues between the two, but this time Caesar is not alone. Buck helps him, and Rocket is finally defeated. But the most surprising thing is that Caesar offers him an apple instead of killing him. Seeing this, all the monkeys understand that Caesar is not only powerful, but also a true leader. A few days later, Will completes all the legal procedures and arrives at the shelter to take Caesar back. He happily opens the cage and says, "Come on, Caesar, let's go home now." Caesar looks at Will for a few moments. Then he looks at the hundreds of monkeys imprisoned behind him. At that moment, he realizes that if he leaves, they will all be slaves forever. That's why he silently pushes Will's hand back and closes the cage door again with his own hands. Will is shocked to see this, while Caesar's eyes are clearly telling, "Now my place is here." That same night, Caesar makes another dangerous plan. He sneaks out of the shelter and goes straight to Will's laboratory. There he finds a new drug, ALZ 113. Caesar picks up several canisters of the drug and returns to the shelter without anyone noticing. The next morning, he releases his drug into the ventilation system of the entire shelter. In a few moments, all the monkeys inhale this gas into their bodies. As they watch, their intelligence begins to increase. They're no longer just animals. They can think, plan, and understand each other. By morning, the shelter's atmosphere has completely changed. All the monkeys are silently waiting for Caesar's order. But the cruel guard Dodge still has no idea. He comes in with an electric rod as usual and tries to intimidate Caesar. But this time, Caesar grabs his hand tightly. Dodge screams in anger. And then, the moment that changed the history of the entire film comes. Caesar speaks a word in human language for the first time. "No!" Hearing this sound, the entire shelter falls into silence. Dodge starts trembling with fear. Caesar takes the electric rod from him and gives him the same punishment that he has been giving to innocent monkeys for years. Now the revolution has begun. Caesar opens the doors of all the cages. Hundreds of intelligent monkeys follow him. First, they reach the genetic laboratory and free the remaining monkeys imprisoned there. They then head to the zoo, where every monkey in the area joins their caravan. As soon as they see it, the whole of San Francisco is plunged into fear. The police, special forces, and helicopters all spring into action. But Caesar's goal was not to eliminate humans. He just wanted to free his family and take them to the jungle, where they could finally live a free life. And now the real battle was about to begin. Caesar and his entire army are now advancing on the streets of San Francisco. Fear is spread everywhere in the city. Police, special forces, and helicopters are everywhere. But surprisingly, Caesar keeps his comrades from harming any human being unnecessarily. His goal is not war, only freedom. He wanted to take all his fellow monkeys to the Redwood Forest, where they can live free forever. Finally, the entire army reaches the Golden Gate Bridge. But the bridge is already surrounded by hundreds of police officers. Cars, riot police guns. There was only one order on all sides. Don't let these monkeys cross the bridge at any cost. Caesar watches the whole scene in silence for a few moments. Then he divides his army into 3 different parts. One group advances on the wires above the bridge. The second takes a path from below, while the third group attacks directly from the front, using the vehicles as shields. As soon as the police start shooting, the entire bridge becomes a battlefield. The sounds of gunfire start echoing everywhere. But Caesar's strategy succeeds. The monkeys surround the police from all sides. They snatch their weapons, drop their shields, and start making a path. Caesar repeatedly signals to his companions not to kill any human being unnecessarily. Meanwhile, suddenly, a helicopter appears in the sky. Inside it is Stephen Jacobs, the owner of the Genesis Company. He starts shooting at the monkeys indiscriminately with a machine gun. Several monkeys are injured, and Caesar is also in danger. Seeing this, The powerful gorilla Buck does not waste a single moment. He climbs the high wires of the bridge at full speed, and without caring for his life, he jumps straight into the helicopter. Moments later, the helicopter crashes into bridge and is destroyed. But alas, while saving his leader's life, Buck himself is seriously injured. Caesar holds him in his arms. Buck looks at his leader one last time, and his eyes close forever. This moment was nothing short of a shock for Caesar. Finally, the police have to retreat, and the army of monkeys successfully cross the bridge. After several hours of travel, they all reach the dense and beautiful redwood forest. Years of imprisonment, humiliation, and after cruelty, finally, all the monkeys were free. Someone was climbing the trees, someone was making happy noises, and Caesar was standing on the highest tree looking at his free family. But at that moment, Will Rodman arrives from behind. He wanted to take Caesar with him for the last time. Will says, in an emotional voice, "Caesar, still come back with me. The police will kill you." Caesar silently approaches Will. He holds his hand and looks at him with loving eyes. Then for the first time, he utters a sentence in a completely human language, hearing which brings tears to Will's eyes. Caesar is home. Caesar is in his home. With that one sentence, Will understands that Caesar is no longer his pet. He has become the free leader of his people. Will smiles silently, wipes away his tears, and sets Caesar free forever. Caesar turns and walks among his companions, and standing on the highest branch of the trees, he makes a powerful challenge in the open air. It seems as if a new empire has begun, but the story does not end here. At the end of the film, we are shown a shocking scene. A person who has been infected with the ALZ-113 virus travels on an airplane. Then a map of the world is shown where the same virus begins to spread throughout the world through flights from different countries. And this same virus goes on to destroy human civilization and forms the basis for the rise of the apes. This is where the story of the next dawn of the planet of the apes begins. At the beginning of the story, Caesar is hunting with all his monkeys. A monkey comes and tells Caesar something, and Caesar allows his entire army of monkeys to hunt. All the monkeys attack the hunter. All the monkeys hunt their own prey. But a big spear attacks Caesar's son and injures him. Caesar goes to help his son, but that spear is about to kill Caesar too, on which Caesar calls one of the soldiers. The soldier monkey flies into the air and hits him in the stomach with a big spear, which kills him. All the hunters return home. Caesar's son is injured and disappointed. You know Caesar's friends. Caesar has 4 friends. Among them are Maurice, who is the wisest of all the monkeys and teaches all the children to read. Rocket is a chimpanzee monkey who used to fight with Caesar at the beginning, but is now his loyal friend. Luca is also a good and loyal and powerful monkey of Caesar. And the last one, Kuba, who has no trust but is a good and loyal monkey for Caesar. On his return from hunting, Caesar finds out that he has had a second child. When Caesar goes to his house, his second child is a son. Caesar is very happy to see him. He calls his eldest son and introduces him to his younger son. The next morning, Caesar's son and a monkey go to the river and catch fish and are on their way back home when they see a human on the way. Caesar's son starts staring at him, and the unfortunate man shoots at them and kills the monkey next to Caesar's son. The sound of the gunshot reaches Caesar. He quickly gets up and tells all the monkeys to go towards the sound. There, a whole group of humans, including McCullum, his wife Ailey, and his son Alexander, take guns and aim at Caesar's son, and Caesar takes his entire army. McCullum and his companions go and get even more scared after seeing the scene. All the monkeys come down on them, on which McCullum, seeing his wisdom, puts guns down. Caesar is a kind-hearted monkey and forgives them and tells them to leave the forest. The humans quickly leave from there. Caesar was still afraid, so he tells some monkeys to follow them. The monkeys follow them and reach the empty city that was destroyed a few years ago. The monkeys see that there are still more humans there, and there are a lot of them. The monkeys return and tell Caesar everything. After that, the monkey cabinet is called. All the monkeys give their opinions, and most of the monkeys advise Caesar to fight the humans. Caesar listens to everyone and tells everyone that he will announce his decision in the morning. Hearing this, Kuba gets angry and starts speaking in front of Caesar. Caesar scolds him, which he gets scared and Koba apologizes to Caesar. The next morning, Caesar reaches the city with his entire army. The city was like a deserted ruin because the humans have fled from there, and the remaining humans are looking for a way to return. Seeing the monkey army coming, all the humans are afraid and confused. But Caesar is a wise monkey. As soon as he arrives, he talks to them towards the king, and McCullum comes out to talk to him. Caesar threatens him and tells him to evacuate the city today and leave here. Caesar tells him that the monkeys do not want war but peace, so the humans will have to leave here. With threats, Caesar goes back with his army. There is confusion among the humans. They are afraid. Then, he explains to all the people that without electricity, we will neither be able to communicate with anyone nor will we be able to leave here. He explains to all the humans that they should help him, so that everyone can leave here. All the people become silent after hearing him. After a while, McCullum and Dreyfus meet, in which McCullum tells him that he will go to the dam even after talking to Caesar. McCullum packs his things and is preparing to talk to Caesar alone. His wife and son also agree to support him, and they all head back to the forest to ask Caesar for help with electricity. McCullum tells everyone to stay in the car and explains to them that if they don't come within 3 hours, they will attack the monkeys again. After saying this, McCullum heads straight towards Caesar's tribe. When he reaches Caesar's tribe, the monkeys catch him and take him to Caesar, and tells Caesar that this man was spying on us. McCullum starts apologizing to Caesar and tells Caesar that he is not a spy, but has come to talk to him. Caesar gives him a chance to talk, and McCullum takes Caesar straight to an old electricity meter and explains the whole thing to Caesar. Caesar also understands his point and gives him a chance to make electricity. But Caesar makes a pact with them that they will lay down all their weapons so that their weapons do not harm the monkeys. In the process of making electricity, McCullum agrees and gives his friends electricity to Caesar. Cuba is angry at this. He tells Caesar that you are making humans powerful by giving them electricity. Cuba's only job is to spread war and evil, but Caesar silences him. He tells the monkeys to let humans make their electricity, so they will leave the city and go back. All the monkeys agree to Caesar's words, but Cuba, being honorable every time, has a burning hatred in his heart. He does not think Caesar and his decisions are right at all. On the other hand, humans are waiting for morning so that they can make electricity. And on the other hand, Caesar's wife is very sick, so sick that she could die at any time. Caesar was worried to see this. In the morning, Caesar comes to the humans with his soldiers and takes them to the dam where they were supposed to make electricity, because the humans had to leave the vehicle as soon as the electricity went out. So Caesar is watching them with some soldiers. McCullum and his companions enter the dam's drain to clean it and let water through it, but the drain was completely blocked. McCullum makes a small explosion to open the blocked drain, which causes stones to fall, injuring McCullum and his companions in the drain. Caesar and his companions remove these stones, which saves the lives of McCullum and his companions. Caesar asks Morris where is Cuba. Morris tells him that Cuba has been angry since yesterday and has gone hunting. After telling him about the hunting, Cuba goes to the city. Cuba sees that the humans are shooting with guns. Cuba gets suspicious, and he looks there is a lot of ammunition being prepared. Cuba tells his companions that we have to tell Caesar this. Their Caesar is with the humans. Caesar's younger son starts to befriend humans. Then Caesar's son jumps and sits on a bag in which there is a gun. One of McCullum's companions, who was hiding the gun, gets up and starts killing Caesar's son, which leads to Caesar's older son coming forward, and a human points the same gun at him. Then Caesar gets very angry and starts beating the human, and snatches the gun and throws it into the water, because earlier Caesar had said that no human would bring a gun. After seeing the gun, Caesar asks him to leave here and returns to his tribe. As soon as he arrives in tribe, he finds out that his wife is about to die. Then McCullum and his family reach his house to apologize to Caesar. And while McCullum's wife, there is a doctor who treats Caesar's wife to cure her. Caesar gives them 1 day to make electricity and leave here. McCullum says that it is not possible in 1 day. Then Caesar says that the monkeys will help them. Caesar goes to help them with some of his soldiers. Meanwhile, Cuba returns to the tribe. He tells Caesar's son about all the guns and bullets in the city and asks about Caesar. Caesar's son tells Kuba that his father is busy with humans. Hearing this, Kuba becomes even more angry and goes to Caesar and starts talking loudly to him. He starts pushing the humans on the wagon and starts calling loudly, "Caesar, Caesar." Caesar comes. Kuba tells him everything about how humans are preparing to fight the apes, but Caesar trusts humans. He kills Kuba and injures him. Kuba cannot do anything now, so he greets Caesar and leaves. But he had decided now that he would kill Caesar and not leave a single person alive. He goes straight back to the city again, to the same place where he went before, and the same two soldiers are still checking the guns. Kuba kills the two soldiers with his gun, and from there, he goes straight to the tribe with one gun. On the other hand, after a lot of hard work, McCullum makes electricity, but McCullum is afraid that maybe there's electricity in the city or not. Then Caesar takes him to his tribe and sees the view of the city from there. Now the whole city is shining with fire. The humans say their final goodbyes to Caesar and are about to leave when Kuba walks up with a gun and sneakily shoots Caesar, blowing the gun after the shot. When Caesar is shot, he falls down into the ditch. His family starts crying and the rest of the monkeys are also shocked. Then Kuba's real game begins. Seeing all this, Morris tells the humans to flee, and Kuba goes to Caesar's son and tells him that he will take revenge for his father from humans. Kuba sends all the women and children to the forest and goes straight to the city of humans with an army of monkeys. In the city, people are having fun due to the power outage. When the tab of the human captain is opened, he starts crying after seeing the pictures of his children. Arriving in the city, Kuba first takes over the human armory and puts all the guns in the hands of the apes. The humans get excited. The sirens start sounding. People start running around. When the human captain realizes that the apes have attacked the city, he quickly gets up and puts a gun in the hands of all the people and stands at the city gate. Kuba is moving towards the city with a spud, and when they reach the city gate, the humans start shooting at them, which causes all the monkeys to die. Caesar's son sees this. Distraught, he falls from his horse. But Kuba doesn't give up. He picks up two guns and attacks the humans, and reaches the wall where they can enter the city. All the monkeys start entering the city after Kuba and start killing the humans. What was the mouth to kill? Hearing this, Kuba drags him up to the roof and from there throws the monkey down and tells everyone about his origin. Caesar is dead, now all monkeys are king. Hearing this, Caesar's son understood everything, but he still did not understand some things. Due to the power outage, humans contact their military and send them the location of the city, but Kuba has wreaked havoc everywhere until a human takes a large cannon and shoots at the monkeys from behind, which kills many more monkeys. Kuba gets angry and drives the humans with the cannon out and kills them and starts firing the cannon himself. He immediately takes over the entire city and makes himself the leader, takes all the humans prisoner and kills anyone who escapes. He had captured Caesar's loyal uncle and put him in a cage. Morris is also in prison because he was loyal to Caesar. Morris calls Caesar's son and tells him to run away from here because Kuba is killing Caesar's soldiers or making him a prisoner. There, McCullum finds Caesar's body. McCullum's wife checks it, which reveals that Caesar is breathing. McCullum sees another hope. He picks up Caesar and gets in the car to take him to a better place for treatment. McCullum's wife didn't have any special things, so she asks MCC Column to go to the city to save Caesar. MCC Column heads toward the city, and on the way, Caesar sees his childhood home. Caesar points to this house. MCC Column takes him inside the house. There are pictures of Caesar and his friend Jack on it. Caesar tells him that this is my real owner who taught me everything, even how to speak like a human. There were some medicines that were necessary to save Caesar's life, but those medicines were not in this house. They were in the city where Kuba had occupied it. Caesar's life was very important to MCC Column, so he prepares to go to the city alone and heads towards the city. MCC Column sees the humans are being mercilessly killed and the remaining children are being taken prisoner. He is moving forward secretly from the monkeys when a monkey sees him. McCullum gasps in fear, but that monkey is Caesar's son. McCullum tells him that his father Caesar is alive. McCullum takes the medicine and Caesar's son and goes back to Caesar. Caesar's son tells Caesar that Kuba has destroyed everything and has taken some of our loyal monkeys prisoner. Caesar tells his son to go back to the city, free all the prisoners and bring them to me. Caesar's son returns to the city, leaving Morris and the rest of the loyal monkeys behind, and brings them all to his father Caesar. All the monkeys start to be happy to see Caesar, and Caesar, McCullum, and the rest of the monkeys head towards the city. McCullum is taking them along the train tracks when some humans are there. They ask McCullum, "Are you human?" McCullum shines a light on them and leads Caesar and his soldiers into the city through the stairs, and he meets these humans, who are none other than humans, but they're captained with some soldiers. There, Caesar goes straight to the tower where Kuba was occupying. All the monkeys start to be happy to see Caesar alive, but Kuba gets angry when he sees Caesar. Caesar asks him what he has done. Kuba says that he will not leave a single human alive. Kuba tells him that he is the king of all monkeys and Caesar is weak, who loves humans and not monkeys. Hearing this, a fight begins between the two. The fight in which the winner will be the king of all, because it was a custom among the monkeys that whichever monkey is the most powerful is their king. They fight a lot with each other. Caesar's companions ask him to fight for Caesar, but he turns them away and continues to fight with Kuba himself. Caesar and Kuba are fighting on top of the tower and below. The captain is sitting with bombs planted all around this tower. When McCullum finds out about this, he picks up a gun. He tells the captain to give Caesar a chance so that he can fix everything. But the captain is a good man. In fact, the captain is not at fault. Everything is happening because of Kuba's mistake. Captain McCullum does not listen to him and quickly presses a button, which causes a big explosion under the tower, and the tower starts falling down. All the monkeys also start falling here and there. After that, Kuba gets a gun in his hand. When Kuba could not do anything, he started killing the monkeys with the gun. Caesar cannot bear this scene and kills Kuba by jumping from above. Kuba falls down and tries to climb up, but Caesar is in front of him. Kuba apologizes to him and tells him that Caesar does not kill monkeys, and Caesar's last words are that Kuba is not a monkey. Saying this, Caesar throws him down from the tower, and all the monkeys again accept Caesar as their king. Caesar allows the humans to go. All the monkeys accept Caesar as their king. The story begins in a snowy and dense forest, where a dangerous army of humans, Alpha Omega, is silently advancing towards Caesar's secret hideout. Along with them are some monkeys who have betrayed their own tribe and sided with humans. These treacherous monkeys are showing the way to Caesar to humans. But as the army approaches Caesar's base, a sudden attack of monkeys erupts from the treetops. Arrows and bullets start raining everywhere. Powerful gorillas and chimpanzees leap from trees to pounce on humans. Within moments, the entire army is surrounded and most of the soldiers are captured. After some time, Caesar himself arrives there with his companions. Seeing this, the wounded soldiers start shaking with fear. Although Caesar could easily kill everyone, he doesn't. He sends all the captured soldiers back alive with a message. Caesar says that he didn't start this war, and if the humans leave them alone, they won't attack again either. We then arrive at the secret hideout of the monkeys, hidden behind a beautiful waterfall. Meanwhile, Caesar's son Blue Eyes returns with good news. He explains that he has found a safe valley across the desert where there are no humans, no war, and no danger. The entire clan erupts in joy at the news, and Caesar announces that the next morning they will all set out together for this new valley to live in peace forever. But that night, an accident happens that changes everything. While the entire clan sleeps, the merciless colonel of humans quietly enters Caesar's cave. In the dark, he thinks Caesar is sleeping on the bed, so he shoots without thinking. Moments later, when Caesar returns, the ground gives way under his feet. The colonel accidentally kills Caesar's wife Cornelia and his older son Blue Eyes, while his younger son escapes only because he hides in a corner. Seeing the dead bodies of his wife and son, Caesar breaks down completely. He lets out a heart-wrenching scream of pain and rage that echoes throughout the forest. The next morning, the entire clan begins to leave for New Valley, but instead of going with them all, Caesar follows the colonel alone. Maurice tries to stop him and explains that he is not going for his clan, but for revenge, and this is the path that Kuba once took. Hearing this, Caesar angrily exclaims, "I'm not Koba!" Having said this, he makes his horse run. Maurice, Rocket, and Reed look at each other and decide they won't leave Caesar alone. So the trio sets off after him, and so begins Caesar's perilous journey of revenge. After setting out on a journey of revenge, Caesar travels through the snowy forest with his loyal companions Maurice, Rocket, and Red. Along the way, they come across a burned-out human settlement where silence and destruction are everywhere. When Caesar enters a hut, he sees the body of a human, while a small innocent girl is sitting next to it. Surprisingly, the girl tries to speak, but not a single word comes out her mouth. Caesar immediately realizes that the same dangerous virus that made apes intelligent is now taking away the ability to speak from humans. Caesar starts moving forward, but Maurice refuses to leave this innocent girl alone. He takes her with him and names her Nova. Thus, a new companion joins their journey. As night falls, a severe snowstorm begins, forcing everyone to take refuge in an old and dilapidated hotel. Suddenly, in the middle of the night, there is a sound of something falling. Caesar wakes up and sees that someone is trying to steal their belongings and run away. He immediately runs after him and catches him. But when the light falls on the thief's face, everyone is shocked because he is not a human but an old chimpanzee who is dressed like a human. Trembling with fear, he tells his name, Bad Ape, and says that he used to live in a zoo. He also tells him that humans killed all the monkeys that live with him, which is why he is now living alone. In the midst of his talk, Bad Ape tells Caesar an important secret. He says that there's a huge military base behind the mountains, where a dangerous colonel is with his soldiers. Upon hearing this news, Caesar decides to go there immediately, and Bad Ape also goes with them to show them the way. After some time, everyone reaches a high hill. When Caesar looks down from there through the telescope, the ground gives way under his feet. The colonel's army has imprisoned Caesar's entire tribe. The hungry and injured apes are being forced to work hard, and those who collapse from exhaustion are mercilessly killed. Seeing his family and tribe in this state, Caesar is filled with anger and sorrow. As night falls, he orders his companions to stay behind and approaches the prison alone to find a way to save his people. But fate is not on his side. Suddenly, traitorous apes and human soldiers surround him. Caesar fights with all his might, but due to the overwhelming number of enemies, he is finally captured. When he regains consciousness, he is bound in heavy chains. Colonel McClure stands before him, smiling, as if he's been waiting for this moment for a long time. The colonel smiles at Caesar, while Caesar's eyes see only one thing: revenge. From here, the story takes another dangerous turn. After being arrested, Caesar is brought before Colonel McClure. He is badly injured. His hands and neck are bound in heavy chains. But despite this, he does not give up. Caesar angrily asks the colonel why he is so cruel to innocent apes, and why he is also killing his own humans. To this, the colonel reveals a secret that changes everything. He says that the semen flu virus is no longer what it used to be. Now, it not only makes humans sick, but also gradually takes away their ability to speak and understand. According to him, if this disease is not stopped, the entire human race will disappear. The colonel further explains that another human army is coming to attack him from the north because they do not agree with his methods. That is why he is forcibly building a huge protective wall from the apes to defend his army. On the other hand, Caesar is subjected to extreme cruelty. He is chained to a wooden pillar in the snow. He is not given food or water for several days. The only purpose is that the other monkeys work harder, seeing their leader in this condition. Seeing their leader in this pain, all the monkeys become helpless. But no one is able to help him due to the fear of the guards. Meanwhile, outside the castle, Maurice, Bad Ape, and Little Nova are planning to save Caesar. Nova does not see her leader's pain. Without caring for her life, she secretly delivers water and food to Caesar in the dark of the night. Caesar signals her to leave immediately because if the guards see her, they will not leave her either. Meanwhile, a guard is about to look in that direction, but Rocket deliberately makes a noise, risking his life. The guard's attention is diverted from Nova and she returns safely, while Rocket himself is captured. That night, Bad Ape finds an old underground tunnel under the castle, which leads directly under prison. When Caesar sees this path, he immediately realizes that this is their only chance for freedom. He quietly explains the plan to all the apes that in the dark of night, the children, the elderly, and the females will be the first to be taken out through this tunnel, so that no one is left behind. According to the plan, The escape begins at midnight. One by one, all the apes silently begin to leave the castle through the tunnel, and in a short time, almost the entire tribe is headed for safety. When Rocket finally tells Caesar that we should go now, Caesar stops abruptly. He looks towards the colonel's office, and the fire of revenge burning in his heart flares up again. Caesar tells his companions to leave immediately, for he will not return without paying the colonel. With that, Caesar leaves the path to freedom and heads alone again towards the enemy base, where his most dangerous encounter awaits him. The story has entered its final phase. A fierce battle is going on outside the castle between two human armies. Gunfire, explosions, and fire are seen everywhere. Meanwhile, Caesar quietly enters the colonel's room. He has a weapon in his hand and is fully prepared to avenge the murder of his wife and son. But as he approaches the colonel, he sees a surprising scene. The colonel has become severely infected with the virus. He cannot speak properly or think as before. Seeing his condition, it is understood that he has also become a victim of the same disease that he has been killing innocent humans and monkeys to avoid. The colonel, trembling, points the pistol in his hand toward Caesar, as if he wants Caesar to kill him and save him from this pain. Caesar watches him silently for a few moments. He has the perfect opportunity to take revenge, but then he lowers his weapon and says, "I am not a murderer like you." Saying this, Caesar leaves the room. Moments later, a gunshot rings out from inside the room, and the colonel takes his own life. Meanwhile, the battle outside has become even more dangerous than before. The two human armies are shooting at each other indiscriminately. At the same time, some soldiers notice the monkeys running up the hill and start shooting at them too. Seeing his tribe in danger, Caesar immediately runs towards a large oil tanker to stop the enemy attack. At that moment, a soldier shoots an arrow at him, which goes straight into Caesar's body. Despite being seriously injured, Caesar does not give up. He gathers his last strength and throws the burning arrow into the oil tanker. The next moment, there's a huge explosion. The entire military base is engulfed in flames. Tanks, vehicles, and buildings are destroyed, and the fighting between the two armies stops. But this explosion causes another great disaster. The snow on the mountains begins to break, and a terrible avalanche begins to move toward the entire valley. Caesar immediately shouts loudly to his companions to climb the trees. All the monkeys, Maurice, Rocket, Bad App, and Nova quickly climb the high branches of the trees, while a few moments later the huge avalanche buries the entire military base and both human armies. Nature ends a war that no one could stop. After that, all the monkeys finally reach the beautiful valley that Blue Eyes dreamed of. There is greenery, clear water, and complete peace everywhere. After years of war, the monkeys finally find a safe home. But amidst this joy, a sad truth emerges. Maurice sees that the arrow that pierced Caesar's body has proved fatal for him. He is badly injured, and now he does not have much time left. Caesar sees his free tribe, his young son Cornelius, in this new land for the last time. A smile of satisfaction comes to his face, because his greatest wish has been fulfilled. Maurice emotionally holds Caesar's hand and assures him that his sacrifice will never be forgotten, and that future generations will always remember him as a great leader who brought freedom. Hearing these words, Caesar slowly closes his eyes and leaves this world forever. War for the Planet of the Apes ends with this emotional scene, where the story begins about 300 years after Caesar's death, when the great civilization of humans has completely disappeared. Where once there were big cities and roads, now there's only dense forest and nature. On the other hand, the remaining humans have lost their intelligence and ability to speak due to the virus, and are living like animals. Now the film introduces us to young chimpanzee Nawa, who is a member of a tribe called Eagle Clan. Nawa sets out with his two close friends, Sona and Anaya, to complete a dangerous ritual, according to the law of their tribe. Each young ape has to bring an egg from an eagle's nest on the top of a mountain and raise it himself in order to become an adult. Although this task is life-threatening, Nawa does not give up. He bravely climbs a high cliff, escapes the dangerous eagle, gets its egg, and successfully returns to his village. Upon reaching the village, Nawa happily goes to his father, Master Koro, but his father explains to him that just getting the egg is not enough. But the real test is to win the trust of the eagle, because that is what makes a monkey a full member of the tribe. That night, when the entire village is sleeping, Nawa suddenly hears the sound of something falling from his house. He goes and sees a mysterious human girl standing near his egg. The girl runs away in panic, and in the stampede, Nawa's precious eagle egg falls to the ground and breaks. Seeing his dream shattered, Nawa immediately sets off into the forest in search of a new egg, but has no idea that his life is about to change forever that very night. Suddenly, in the forest, he hears the light of torches and the sound of horses. Moments later, a group of monkeys armed with terrifying weapons appears, led by the powerful gorilla Silva. As soon as Silva spots Nawa, he orders him to be captured. Nawa runs for his life to his village to warn everyone, but he is too late. The attacking monkeys attack the entire village, setting fire to everything and chaining the women, children, and young monkeys as prisoners. Nawa's father, Master Koro, fights Silva to save his son, but the powerful gorilla attacks him fatally. Nawa watches his father die before his eyes. In a rage, he tries to attack Silva, but Silva knocks him unconscious with a powerful blow, and Nawa falls off the bridge. When Nawa regains consciousness the next morning, his entire village is burned to ashes. He buries his father, placing his hand on his grave and swearing that he will free his friends and the entire tribe at all costs. With this determination, Nawa sets out on a dangerous journey, chasing the traces of enemies. And this is where his real adventure begins. Leaving his destroyed village behind, Noah sets out on a long and dangerous journey, following the trail of his enemies. Along the way, he has only one goal in mind: to bring his tribe back at all costs. As he walks, he reaches a deserted area where he suddenly sees the same mysterious human girl again, who broke his eagle egg. Noah angrily goes to her and signals her to leave, because he believes that this girl is the reason for the destruction of his village. But the girl remains silent and retreats in fear. After some time, Noah meets an old and very wise orangutan, Raka. Raka not only feeds Noah, but also tells him about a special symbol hanging around his neck. He says that this symbol is a monument to the great leader Caesar, who liberated the apes centuries ago. Raka also reminds Nova of Caesar's original teachings, that apes are always stronger together, and that an ape never kills another ape. He then sadly explains that the current king, Proximus Caesar, is misusing Caesar's name and enslaving his own apes under that name. That night, as the three are sitting around the fire, the human girl suddenly breaks the silence. She clearly says that her name is not Nova, but May. Hearing this, both Nova and Raka are shocked, as they have never seen a human speak in their entire lives. May then reveals her secret. She explains that she is not like ordinary humans, but has set out on a special mission. The people of Proximus killed her comrades, and now she wants to reach an old human military vault, where there is a technology that can restore humans' lost ability to communicate. After hearing all this, Nawa, Raka, and May start their journey together, so that Nawa can free her tribe on one hand, and May on the other hand can fulfill her mission. But their journey does not remain peaceful for long. Suddenly, Silva and his army block their path on a broken bridge. A fierce battle begins on both sides. Raka bravely fights the enemies, so that Nawa and May have a chance to escape. During this clash, Raka falls off the bridge into the dangerous river below. Nawa tries his best to save him, but the strong waves carry Raka away with them, and he disappears from everyone's sight. Even Raka's sacrifice cannot save Nawa, as Silva's soldiers eventually capture both Nawa and May, chain them up, and take them to their king's castle. Finally, they arrive at a great sea fortress, where thousands of apes are toiling like slaves. Noah catches sight of his friends Sona and Anaya, who have also become prisoners. Meanwhile, from a tall ship, the ruler of this tyrannical empire, Proximus Caesar, appears. His smile tells Noah that his real test is about to begin. After becoming prisoners, Noah and May are taken to Proximus Caesar's great fortress, where his fear and rule are visible everywhere. Thousands of apes are working as slaves, while Proximus himself lives in an old cargo ship as his royal palace. When Noah is presented to him, Proximus proudly declares himself Caesar's heir. He repeatedly repeats Caesar's famous words, "Apes together strong," but in reality he is breaking these very principles and enslaving his own apes. Meanwhile, Noah catches sight of a man named Truthin. This man is teaching Proximus about the ancient world, human history, and modern technology, so that he can further increase his power. Proximus then takes Noah to a huge steel gate on the shore. He tells him that behind this door are hidden the secrets of the old world of humans, powerful weapons and technology that could make him the most powerful ruler in the entire world. But there was a problem. That door could not be opened by the power of the apes, which is why Proximus was sure that May was the only human who could show him the way inside. That is why he kept May alive. Proximus threatens Noah bluntly that if he wants to see his friends and tribe alive, he will have to help them open this vault. Forced to keep quiet, Noah remains silent. But something else is going on in his mind. At nightfall, all the captive apes are locked in cages. Meanwhile, Noah finally meets his friends Sona and Anaya. Both are happy to see him alive, while Noah assures them that he will definitely get everyone out of here, even if he has to give his life for it. After some time, May sneaks up on Noah and reveals her real plan for the first time. She says that if Proximus reaches his vault, he will find such dangerous weapons that he can rule the entire world. Therefore, it is necessary to stop him at all costs. May tells Noah that they will enter the vault through secret tunnels. From there, she will obtain an important device, and then destroy the explosives inside the vault so that the sea water will enter and destroy the entire treasure forever. Noah immediately understands that this will be the moment when the entire castle will be in chaos, and he will be able to free his tribe and escape from there. Thinking this, Noah, Sona, Anaya, and May decide to carry out this dangerous plan, while Proximus, on the other hand, has no idea about the coming storm. The story enters its final phase, where Nova, May, Sona, and Anaya reach the old military vault through secret tunnels. This is the place that Proximus wanted to open at all costs. Inside, old military vehicles, weapons, and modern technology are stored everywhere, which are still in amazing condition after centuries. As soon as the opportunity arises, May rushes to the control room and obtains the important satellite encryption key, for which she took such a great risk to get here. On the other hand, Nova and her companions plant explosives in various parts of the vault so that Proximus will never reach this treasure. But before their plan is complete, Proximus sees her and his army burst into the vault. His eyes immediately fall on the device in May's hand, and he angrily orders it back. May does not waste a moment and immediately activates the detonation system. The next moment, a powerful explosion occurs, causing the dam to break, and a huge amount of seawater begins to enter the vault. The entire castle begins to sink. Chaos erupts everywhere. Noah immediately signals his companions to flee to safety above, but at the same time, the powerful gorilla Silva attacks him. A fierce underwater battle ensues between the two. Finally, Noah cleverly traps Silva in an iron trap, where he drowns in water and disappears forever. After getting rid of Silva, Noah reaches the top of the mountain with his tribe, but their real enemy still remains. Despite being injured, Proximus also reaches there behind them and launches a deadly attack on Noah. Proximus is much stronger than Noah in strength, but at that very moment, Noah remembers a special eagle whistle taught by his father. He whistles with all his might, and moments later, hundreds of eagles descend from the sky upon Proximus. The eagle's attack causes Proximus to lose his balance and fall from a high cliff into the sea, where his story ends forever. Thus, Noah not only defeats his enemy, but also frees his tribe. Some time later, Eagle Klim has been repopulated. Peace returns everywhere, and Noah is leading his people as a new leader. Meanwhile, May visits Noah for the last time. The two acknowledge each other's help, but at the same time realize that the paths of humans and apes are now parting ways. Finally, May arrives at a secret human center and uses a satellite. Moments later, human contact is restored from different parts of the world. This scene clearly indicates that now humans will try to get back their lost world, while on the other hand, the new empire, monkeys, has also become strong. And at this interesting point, the film reaches its end. Subscribe to my channel to listen and watch such stories. Thank you.